Hi student, I am Toton Ghosh from BARDHAMAN. It is in West Bengal. Today I am going to discuss Ruskin Bond's one of the famous poems, Grandma Climbs a Tree. At first, let me say something about myself. I live in BARDHAMAN. I am a private tutor. If you wish to be taught by me, so you can contact me through my email ID, which has been provided in the description below. Now I will say something about the author, Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond was born on 19 May 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. The Indian Council for Child Education recognized his pioneering role in the growth of children's literature in India and awarded him the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, given by the Sahitya Academy, India's National Academy of Literature. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. He now lives with his adopted family in Landor, near Mussoorie. Here you will get the utmost benefit of the poems, such as word meanings, summary of the poem, paraphrase of the lines, and analysis of the poem. At first, I will summarize the poem. It will help you to understand the poem easily. So, be careful and listen the summary of the poem carefully. The poem Grandma Climbs a Tree portrays Ruskin Bond's love for his family. The storyline is as follows. Ruskin Bond in this poem tells us how his grandmother had a passion for climbing trees from a very young age, and how she could climb trees till the age of 62. The only problem was that Bond's family was scared that one day she would fall because she was above 62. That's why once, when everyone except grandma was out of town, means the family members were out of the town. During that time, what happened? The old lady climbs a tree but is unable to come down. After being rescued, as Bond puts it, the doctor advises her rest. However, grandma is not able to live without a tree. So she tells Bond's father to build a tree house. Accordingly, Bond and his father built a tree house, and this way Bond and his grandma spent evenings sitting in the tree house drinking sherry. Sherry, what is sherry? Means a kind of wine. This poem shows the unconditional love Bond has towards his family. It shows his ability to enjoy unusual events and actions. Now I will discuss each and every line of the poems. Now let's start. My grandmother was a genius. Genius means intelligent, means my grandmother was a genius, means my means Ruskin Bond's grandmother was a genius. You would like to know why? It's a question. Means, do you like to know why my grandmother was a genius? Because why was she genius? Because she could climb trees, spreading or high. She would be up their branches in a trice. In a trice means in a second, means quickly. Means she is so efficient that she could climb a tree easily and quickly. And mind you, mind you means I want to remind you, when last she climbed a tree, means when did she last climb a tree? She climbed a tree when she was 62 for the last time. Ever since childhood, she would had this gift for being happier in a tree than in a lift. Means ever since childhood, means she had got this quality of climbing a tree from her childhood. For being happier in a tree than in a lift, means she would be happier in climbing a tree rather than in a lift. And though as years went by, she would be told she would be told, means some persons, means the other people would say to her, what did the other people say to her? That climbing trees should stop when one grew old. Means when one will grow old, she or he should stop climbing a tree because of old age. Means when we will be old, so we should stop climbing trees, because at any moment we may fall from the trees. That's why. And that growing old should be gone about gracefully. Means when you will grow old, during that time, means after that you should be gone. Means you should spend your lives, you should spend your times gracefully, means magnificently, beautifully, means without taking any rest, or without disrespect. She would laugh and say, I shall grow disgracefully. But she disregarded the other people's words. What did she say? She would say that she will take it as courageously, means without regarding others' caution. Next line, I can do it better. And we had to agree. I can do it better. And we had to agree. We had to means Ruskin and his family members agree to it. For in all the garden there wasn't tree. She had been up, means each and every tree in the garden she climbed at one time or another. Having learned to climb from a loving brother, means she had learned to climb a tree from her loving brother. When she was 6, means when she was 6 years old, only she was 6 years old. During that time, she had that capacity from her loving brother. But it was feared by all. Means each and every members of the family were afraid that one day she would have a terrible fall. Means she may fall from the tree at any moment, because she was old. And she could not climb a tree. But she was brave. Instead of that, means she does not care other people's caution, other people's advice. Disregarding their advices, he or she would climb a tree. The outcome was defined while we were in town. The outcome means the result was defined while we were in town. We means Ruskin and his family members were in the town. Means when they went in town. During that time, she climbed a tree and could not come down. After the rescue, the doctor took Granny's temperature, means Granny means Ruskin Bond's grandmother's temperature, and said, I strongly recommend, suggest or advise a quiet week in bed. A quiet week means a full week in bed, to take rest, a full week. We sighed with relief and tucked her up well. We sighed means we took a long and deep breath with relief, because we are relieved now. Why we are relieved? Because from that moment, or from this moment, grandma would not be permitted to or would not be allowed to climb a tree, and tucked her up well, and but tucked means gathered or fold her up well, means we can control her. Poor Granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell. It was like a brief season in hell. It means she called it a hell, because she did not want to stay in her room. That's why she thinks of her room. She thinks of her room as a hell, confined to her bedroom, while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. While every breeze means every breeze whispered, told of summer and dancing leaves. So she could not stay. In, or could not confined. She could not confined in her room. But she had held her peace till she felt stronger. But somehow she controlled her peace. She remained peacefully till she felt stronger. Then she sat up and said, I will lie here no longer. I will lie here no longer. Means when she felt stronger, after that she said, I will lie here no longer. I will take no rest from this moment, because I am feeling stronger. And she called for my father and told him undaunted. Undaunted means courageously, that a house in a treetop was what she now wanted. Means she wanted to build a treetop house, and she told her plan to Ruskin Bond's father. My dad knew his duties. My dad, who knew his duties, he said, that's all right. You will have what you want, dear. Means you as you want to build a treetop house, so I will build a treetop house for you. I will start work tonight. With my expert assistance, he soon finished the chore. Chore means duties. Made her a tree house with windows and a door. And there are many windows and a door. So Granny moved up. Moved up means went on the treetop house. And now every day I climbed to her room with glasses and tray. I means maybe Ruskin Bond or Ruskin Bond's father climbed to her room with glasses and tray. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me. Sherry means a kind of wine, upholding her right to reside in a tree, and she reside in a treetop house. Now the poem is done. If you like my video, so don't forget to comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you.